Good day, everyone. Today we are looking at Rule 1 of Richard Templar's book of the Rules of Wealth. Now, Rule 1 says anybody can be wealthy. I won't say much to that, but he gives a condition that you just need to apply yourself. Now, what he basically says that money does not discriminate. It does not discriminate sex. It does not discriminate ethnicity. It does not discriminate religion. It does not discriminate the knowledge you have. It does not. Anybody can be wealthy. That is the first rule he gives in his book. It does not matter if you had yesterday. It does not matter if your parents are wealthy. It does not matter anything. Richard Templar says anyone can be wealthy. Just do some retrospection and see some of the persons that have come to some of the persons whose dreams have come to fruition. You discover that they started at a disadvantage point, but they knew that they could be wealthy. So now, what Templar says in his book, he says every day offers you an opportunity to take as much as you want. Now, one of the things he says, now he puts a condition before the law. Anybody can be wealthy. Yeah, he says you need to apply yourself to it. Now, one of the things he says, you must know that money, people do not give people money just anyhow. So don't just wait and be praying someone just comes and slips some money into your pocket. You need to apply yourself to it. You must know that, as you see in the course of the book, that money is what is given in exchange for something. So, you applying yourself to it, you should be asking yourself is, what is that thing that I can do? Or what is that service that I can exchange to get money? Now, on that thing again, he points, but I will not be deeply much. He talks about the might of money. Now, there are many mites that grow up with people. Maybe they heard their parents saying it or their friends saying it, like money is the root of all evil, which is not actually true, but the law for it. Like a penny saved is a penny earned, which is not actually true. And there are many more who discuss that in the latter chapter. Now, your money might could be holding you back. So you need to just overcome those and put yourself to work, and you will actually see money. And before we end, you have the same rights and opportunities as everyone else has to take as much as you want. And Rule 2, Templar asks, what is wealth to you? Now, I won't be going through much of it. What Templar asks is, what is wealth to you? What is money to you? You must understand what wealth is to you. So, from the onset, you must be clear. What is wealth to me? Do you need wealth because you want to pay the medical bills? You want to be able to take care of the children? What is wealth? What is your whole definition of wealth? What is wealth to you? Because if you're not clear what is wealth to you, you might end up not having it, or you might end up having it in the wrong way. Now, one of the law he says in his book, he says, don't make money by being bad. I won't talk much on that. What is wealth to you? So you must have a very clear definition of what wealth is to you from the very onset. Now, if we can't have a target, we can't take aim. We can't take aim. If we don't have a destination, we can't leave home, or we'll be driving around in a circle for hours. If you don't have a definition, how can you judge success? Now, one of the things he wrote, of which most authors will not do, he said, if you can't define what wealth is to you, he said, the book will have no meaning to you. Yeah. If you can't define what wealth is to you, the book will have no meaning. Will have little to no meaning to you. Now, okay, has to do with setting your objectives. Theory. He gives the scenario of, okay, supposing you are to move from point A to point B. That is an objective. Now, it does not just make sense to have an objective. You need to sit down and put things in place. When am I leaving my home? When am I leaving point A? What time do I expect to get to point B? What are the routes I'm taking? That is the how now. And then, what would I be doing to get there? Now, let me explain each of them. What time am I leaving point A to point B? Now, you've established a destination, which was the previous rule, which is knowing what wealth is to you. We'll talk about destination, aims, and the rest of them. There's clarity. You know where you want to go. Now, what time do you expect to arrive? As I mean, you're setting a time frame. You set deadlines. You set sub-deadlines and the rest of them. Now, it's asking, what route do you take? It talks about the how, the plans, the strategies. How are you going to get there? The plans that are written down. That your dreams does not end up dreams. The skills you need to learn. You're asking yourself, okay, how do I get there? Okay, nobody gives me money. Okay, what should I do? What skills should I learn? Should I go to school? Should I go to college? Should I improve my skills, go for a master's? Just asking the questions. Can I learn this by the side? I'm not sure well. And the last question is, okay, when you arrive at point B, what will you be doing when you get there? That is what this rule is all about. So you need to understand this rule. You need to understand it very well. If you want to know in advance what rich means to you, how you intend getting there and how long it's expected to take. Now let's go to rule 4. Rule 4 is saying keeping it under your heart. It's basically saying that you should not be a preacher. Yeah, you should not be a preacher, because you see, there's what we call the circle of influence, and there's what we call your circle. Now, your circle has to do with, there are people who rapport with you and they are within your frame. Now, when you say, man, okay, I'm reading a book and this book is tremendous, it's changing my thinking, I no more see the way I used to see, and you're taking some steps, and when you start broadcasting to them, and one of the things you must know is, some of them may resent your personality. Because one of the things you must know, change brings confusion. Oh, it says, like Templar says in his book, oh, so you are going to leave us? The parties we normally attend, you said you don't want to attend parties again, you now want to be attending classes, or you want to be learning a trade. They're going to kick against you. Some of them, Richard Templar gives in his book, that is why you need to read the book. Some of the reasons why you should not go about, why you should keep it under heart, is because sometimes people who maybe they've tried and they failed, they will discourage you. And says, no, my friend, just be content with what you have and seek ways to discourage you. So that is one of the things. There are many reasons why you must keep it on the heart. Now, one of the things you must know is that the factors external that tends to stop you on your path of progress in any endeavor, or the enemy's quote in quote, they only work on based on the information that they have. So you don't need to go on a campaign and say to everyone and say, this is what I want to do. Have your own little circle of the people you confide in, people who can encourage you. And apart from that, Richard Templar suggests in his book, you should shut up your mouth. He says most people are too lazy to be waiting. Growing up, we were told, and it's true, that if wishes were horses, that beggars will ride. The beggars will ride. Everyone sees someone with Bugatti, Lamborghini, have a nice house, and they're asking, what do you have? They don't ask, how did you get there? Now, there is a book, I've forgotten the author, but the book is called The Pursuit of Happiness. I have not read the book, but I have watched the film. The film actually talks about how a guy got divorced and he has to raise his only son. That was in America. And he has to be living in a public toilet, public restroom. Now, he goes out at work at daytime and he comes back at night and sleeps in the restroom. Now, once it's morning before the people resumes, he baits up his boy, he baits himself, he dresses on suit, and he goes out. And that was how he continued. Now, there was a day he saw a guy with a very fine car, just parked in one of the big compressions, the parking spot, and he went to the guy and he said, sir, can I have a conversation with you? Say, okay. Say, please, I don't have time. Okay. So he said, okay, sir, I just have a question for you. He said, sir, please, what are you doing? The man said, a stockbroker. He said, what? Okay. And he asked him, how can I become a stockbroker? And because this fellow who has this car saw the interest, this man spoke, though he had nothing. He gave him his complimentary car and he said, okay, meet me in my office in such time. And he went. He went, set up the appointment, and he was taken. He took the courses. Though he never went to school, he took the courses. He worked, and he was always on the phone with the people. He learned everything that was needed he needed to learn about a stock brokerage. He became very successful. And not only that, he went to build his own company. And before the film was launched, he sold the company for $50 million. Now, what is the whole bottom line of the whole story? You see, there are people who are not happy with their state, but they are not dissatisfied to the point that they leave who they are to become who they want to be. So, what Richard Templar says, many people are too lazy to be waiting. When you see a man always asking, how much does he have? And he's not interested. that is, the man is interested in the product, but is not interested in the process. Those are signs of lazy fellows. So Templar asks in his books, in his book, he said, do you have what it takes to be worthy? If you don't understand this, you might resort to something which Templar wrote against in his book. He said, don't make money by being bad. Don't be so lazy and you're expecting to win the money by the lottery. And let me say something about the lottery. Now, one of the things you must know is the lottery, only one person wins the lottery. Now, the lottery is being funded by individuals who want to win the lottery. The company organizing the lottery does not put a dime. Let's say, oh, you can win the lottery for $30 million. Now the company estimates that, okay, there could be over 100 million people or 1 million people. And they says, okay, we're selling each lottery ticket for $50. Let's assume 10 million people participate and each of them is $50. That is $500 million. And they says the price is what? $30 million. Now sometimes they reap gullible individuals who are lazy. So the odds of you winning the lottery, I'll put it 1/1 million. So you need to take off the garment of comfort and put on the garment of grit if you want to make money. I wish I would talk about this. He said, get a reality check. Now, what Templar was basically talking about is getting a reality check has to do with you doing some auditing. Okay, you say to yourself, I don't have money. From this point, you do some auditing. You ask yourself, okay, these are my debts. These are the skills I have currently that someone could hire me for. Now, what Templar is trying to say, getting reality check is trying to make you see doing auditing between liabilities and assets. Now, your asset has to do with things that has value and can generate you income. And the liabilities may not necessarily be things that are not useful, but they don't have the capacity to generate. But sometimes they degenerate. Now, what he suggests in his book, you take an inventory of what you have, your shoes, your clothes, your television, everything that is named to you, and sit down and apply the principle of reality and see if it's actually worth having, or should you auction these things off. Because sometimes people complain, well, I don't have some money to start some business. Now what he suggests is, sit down. Why not flip up these things? And from there, take this money and start your own business. So, once you do that, we're talking about the liabilities. Now let's come to the assets. Now the assets has to do with what you already have. Now you will see some deficiency maybe in assets. What he says, you ask yourself, what is the skill that I can learn? How much am I earning now? Why am I earning this amount? What can I do? What are my bills? Now, what Templar says, before I end this. Templar is basically saying that if you are not honest with your reality check, you are not fooling anyone, that you are fooling yourself. So you should pay a great deal of attention to this. So you should pay a great deal of attention to this.